Well, Scott, to start things off, I don't know if you know this, but you hit your 7-year anniversary with Bellator pretty recently.
Yeah,
I saw
you
that on
heard that.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to think it's been that long?
It's really it's went by so quickly, and I didn't even know it was 7 years until somebody sent to me that screenshot. I think we've done a lot of great work in the last 7 years. I mean, this is a much different roster than it was 7 years ago, and it takes time to build a company and a league, and I think that right now this is the best roster we've had to date, and we're with a great new television partner, and there's a lot of great things ahead. So I'm really excited about what's happening here at Bellator and where we're going in the future.
Bellator 261 tomorrow night here at Mohegan Sun. You got an interim heavyweight title fight. As a promoter, what's the thought about implementing interim titles, right? Because we don't see them that often. I think you guys did a couple during the Rebney era and maybe one into yours. This is the first heavyweight one. So talk to me about the decision to implement an interim title and the thought process that goes into it.
You know, traditionally we don't do it, and I don't think we did it in Strikeforce either. But in this situation, it was just that Ryan was going to be tied up for the whole year, right? If Ryan continues to win, then it'll be probably early next year before he fights in the finals. So we just thought it was the right thing to do. And when Tim beat Congo in Paris, we said, okay, we got to put this together, and with Moldavsky, and it just made a lot of sense. So here we go. We're gonna have the interim title, and I'm glad that we're doing it, and I think that if Ryan comes out of the tournament early, or if he goes all the way to the finals, then we'll put that fight together, and it'll be a big matchup.
For sure. And is there any sort of updated timeline on the Grand Prix? I know before it started, you guys kind of had a bracket that roughly outlined when fights would be taking place. Should we expect some announcements about those second round matchups pretty soon?
Yeah, I think that we're planning on doing something in early September, maybe mid-September. We're locking in some dates, and we'll have an announcement probably in 2 weeks.
Nice. And you guys had a big announcement recently with AJ McKee versus Pitbull. We finally got a date. We got a location. We have some undercard fights already. Do you think this is the biggest fight in Bellator history coming up here?
I mean, I think that if you look at the champion, I mean, Pitbull was the champion when AJ started with us, right? That's how long he's been, dominant in Bellator. And I know he's one of the original guards. And then here's this, the young up-and-coming rising star that, has pretty much homegrown. I mean, I saw him I want to say in 2014, I saw him in the beginning of 14 fighting an amateur fight on his father's and Rampage Jackson promotion in Orange County. And I said, this kid's got something special, we should work something out. Just threw it out there to Antonio, and so when I took over Bellator, we worked out a deal, and for him to grow to this point, one, it really shows you how long it takes for fighters to really mature and grow and get to this level of competition. And I think he's done it the right way, and he's been taking everybody out. So to me, this is probably the most anticipated fight, I think, in the history of the company.
And that card in particular, it's running on a Saturday. It's your first West Coast show. Obviously a big fight. Should we expect that lineup be pretty stacked? I know you guys aren't necessarily doing what you used to call tentpole events. You're kind of in a different era now, this pandemic, whatever. But do you think that card in particular will be one you guys really go all out for with your lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's not just the first time on the road, but it's the first time with full capacity. So we're kind of back to pre-pandemic rules and regulations in the state of California. And there are maybe a few things that are a little bit different, but when and I live in probably the most regulated and the county that's been locked down since day one, strict. I mean, it was really unreal to be like it was everywhere else, I'm sure. But for me, this county, they even kicked the San Francisco 49ers out. It was the Arizona 49ers for 5 weeks, right? So to see us, and I say us being Californians, to go from that to now having the ability to go into a venue like the Clippers the other day, packed venue, Staples Center selling out, and to go into a full venue after being locked down for 18 months, it's great for the spirit. I think it's great for MMA. It's great for the people that can come and see the fight in person, because, like I said, it's the first one that we've been fully open since the lockdown in March of 20.
Yeah, it's nice to see. And you got one more here at Mohegan. Then you have that one. What's kind of the plan after that for you guys? You don't have anything announced officially past it. is it going to be kind of a West Coast thing? You're going to make up for maybe some of the areas that didn't get to see Bellator? What's kind of the travel schedule like for you guys going forward?
You know what? We're out there looking for some venues right now, and we are definitely going to get on the road. I mean, we love the Mohegan Sun. It's a great venue. They've been very good to us. It's been the home for the last 18 months or 14 months, but I think it's time to get on the road and go back to what we used to do, which is have like a little touring road show and coming to different cities around the country. And as soon as international opens up a little bit, we're definitely going to get on the road and start throwing fights internationally, because we've built a great business throughout Europe. I think that we did a great business in Japan. I think we did great business throughout the UK and Ireland. So to me, we got to get back there, and we have a lot of fighters waiting to fight, and we got to get those guys busy.
One guy waiting to fight, Fedor Emelianenko. You guys have a press conference with him tomorrow morning. Anything you could tell us about that? Are you excited to finally sit down with Fedor in front of, get some news out there maybe?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be some details and some, we'll still have some questions, I think, after the press conference, but you got to tune in. You got to tune in for that one.
All right. And have you met with him at all this week? Everything's good.
Tonight. We're gonna meet tonight.
Yeah, grab some dinner or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's been too long. I saw him when he was here several months ago, but it's always nice to sit down and talk to the GOAT, man. I mean, really, it's very special. He's a very special human being.
Yeah, for sure. And one other of your athletes I want to ask you about. We haven't heard from him for a while. What's going on with Gegard Mousasi? I feel like he's kind of just haven't heard anything from him.
You got to tune in to Showtime on this Friday.
Okay.
We have a big announcement.
There we go. Well, Scott, we'll stay tuned for those announcements. I appreciate your time and good luck with the event tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.